wait. Before we start this video. Okay, so that's one. There we go. That's two. Wait on. Hold on a sec. Wait a second. Okay, wait. Hold on. Almost there. Those are four. There's one upstairs. Okay, so there we go. Yeah. Okay, so let's make a little setup here, because why not, right? Okay, so there we go. Boom. Okay. Red. It's becoming something quite beautiful. Not gonna lie. Alright. Okay. Okay, well. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, so there we go. Well, you see, this is this is where fun begins. So, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, someone here is probably kind of obsessed with one Star Wars character. It's probably not you, I mean, come on, let's be serious over here. Anyway, so today I'm going to talk about the Ahsoka show that ended a couple of days ago. And as you can see, I'm a vivid Ahsoka Tano fan. Some might say a fanboy, but, well, you know what, actually, yeah. You know, Ahsoka Tano show, man. What the fuck, man? Like, imagine when you suddenly said 5 years ago, hey, yo, bro, we're gonna get an Ahsoka Tano show. I would probably pretty much explode. Yeah, no, legit, all jokes aside, I am so happy that Ahsoka Tano show released. And, you know, I had pretty high expectations, but I was not disappointed at all. And, well, you see, Ahsoka in Star Wars is my favorite character. I grew up with the character back in, you know, the Clone Wars seasons, and it was quite great to see, because, you know, there was a young person. I was pretty young back then, I was a child, so, I mean, maybe I kind of, you know, related to her because she was younger and she was not a Jedi Master, she was a Padawan, and, you know, I was a little boy, a student, school stuff, you know, playing with my friends, and, you know, that was great. But, you know, for some reason, Ahsoka Tano was always one of my favorites. I saw her in Star Wars Rebels. I've got a quite cool poster over here from Star Wars Rebels. There we go. There she is. Yeah, next to Rex. And you know what? I was so excited to see her in The Mandalorian. I literally have like, what is it, like 20 different pictures of her on my iPad from that episode. And I didn't have Disney Plus back then, so I just screenshotted it from like breakdowns and stuff like that. It's funny. But now her own show, 8 episodes long, which is around like, I would say like 50 minutes, maybe 50 minutes each. So there we go. That's very fun. That's really fun. And there were so many cool moments in this show. Holy shit, I lost count. Like, there were so many things, like not only for the fans but for her story, right? It makes sense for her story. So if you don't really know Ahsoka is the Padawan of Anakin Skywalker, and she is a Togruta, and she's an alien, obviously, as you can see. And yeah, she has these little, I guess how we call them, leku or something, I don't know, on her head, which are like her hair, suppose. So there we go. And yeah, she kind of also is like the female version of Space Jesus in Star Wars. She was brought back to life thanks to a mythical being which is called the Daughter, and the Daughter is part of the family of 3, which is like the son, the father, and the daughter died, and she is inside Ahsoka for some reason, I don't know. So I mean, Ahsoka is pretty much like pretty cool and pretty hot and pretty sexy. I mean, what? And yeah, so let's talk about her show, right? Her show is about her, Ahsoka, obviously, I mean, hence the title, obviously, and Sabine Wren. Sabine Wren was seen in Star Wars Rebels. If you don't really know Star Wars Rebels, it's an animated show. And yes, it is really important that you watch the animated shows like the Clone Wars, the Rebels, even like, what is it, Resistance, Star Wars Resistance. There's also a detail to that, because there was like a counselor who is like the father of like the main character from that show. Anyway, all jokes and all stuff, things, details aside, yeah, there was this serious episode in Mandalorian where Ahsoka needed to find Grand Admiral Thrawn, and this is really when the fun begins, because Grand Admiral Thrawn is like a blue-skinned alien. So yeah, he is part of the Chiss Star Wars species, and let's just say he's pretty big brain. The guy is pretty smart and pretty great tactician, and yeah. So he and Ezra, so Sabine Wren's friend, I guess, were lost in another universe or another galaxy because of the final Rebels episode. Ezra tried to hyper jump a Star Destroyer into space with Thrawn alongside him. And yeah, Ahsoka and Sabine need to find them because, well, obviously they don't want Thrawn to be back because, you know, he might kill a bunch of people and he might rebuild an empire. He might, you know, get back with the Emperor and chill out a bit, you know, why not, right? Eventually the Emperor comes back in episode 9. So, hey, fun. Anyway, Ezra, you know, they also want Ezra back because they're friends, Ahsoka and Sabine and the other part of the crew of, you know, the Ghost. So there we go. So yeah, let's talk about the other crew of the Ghost. So we have Hera. Hera is like a Twi'lek and like the most sexiest alien species on Star Wars, like for real, man. I mean, not gonna lie. So there we go. She has a son called Jason, right? Or Jaden? Something like that. I think Jason. Which is the son of a Jedi, Kanan Jarrus, which is like Caleb Dune. So actually, you know, it's a bunch of weird things connected to each other. What? Insane. So yeah, this is Ahsoka and she needs to, you know, the show Ahsoka is about her finding Ezra again with Grand Admiral Thrawn. And they also fight against two villains, I guess. Not really, they're like mercenaries, right? Not really Sith, not really Jedi, they're mercenaries. They have orange lightsabers, which is called Balin's Skull, and also Shin Hati. And I've got to say, I'm really excited for these characters in the future, and maybe their backstories, but sadly, the actor who played, I believe his name is Ray, who played Balin's Skull, has passed away before actually this show premiered, which is kind of sad, because the ending now of Balin's Skull is kind of really interesting because it has links to the father and the son and the daughter and stuff like that, which is really sad, man. I wish hopefully they'll explain that in comics because that would be so great. I mean, imagine. And Shane Hati chills out a bit with like, you know, other, what was it like, I don't know, bounty hunters or whatever she encountered on that planet. But yeah, I think there was like outlaws or something. I don't know, the little huts and stuff like that. But yeah, I've got to say the idea of this show is really, it's insane. Like, imagine just a Jedi, right? A Jedi finding her way in through the universe, right? She experienced the Clone Wars, she experienced Order 66, she experienced the fall of the Empire, right? So she has been around for quite a bit, and now she just wants her friend Ezra back. She has this mission, and also I guess she teams up with a droid from the Clone Wars, which is called Master Hugh Wang, which is voiced by David Tennant, aka the Doctor himself from Doctor Who. Hey, there we go, Doctor Who reference. I mean, damn. Yeah, really fun show, man. I can literally talk about this for hours because everything is connected in this show, like Rebels, Clone Wars, what else, like I said, Star Wars Resistance, episode 7, episode 8, 9, you know, the sequel trilogy. What else? Like, there's so much more. There is original trilogy, obviously, the Clone Wars, like I said, but also live action Clone Wars. Yeah, bro. Oh yeah, we got some great scenes in the live action Clone Wars. We got to see her, like this character right here, this version of her, and also this version of her. It's insane. I'm really happy. Like, Clone Wars Ahsoka, Clone Wars Anakin, Clone Wars Commander Rex or Captain Rex, you know. But bro, this show is everything, man. The world between worlds. To sum up a few things, man, it's really epic, really epic, and there's so many links to other cultures like Japanese, Norwegian mythology, what else, like Chinese mythology as well. Like, it's fun. It's really great. Dave Filoni, the master himself, the madman with a freaking pencil or computer, wrote this series, and I can't wait for the series 2, or maybe Dave Filoni's next Star Wars film, which will link The Mandalorian, Book of Boba Fett, Ahsoka, what else, like Andor probably, all those kind of things, you know, in one film. Probably not Andor though, but because that's in the past anyway. Or yeah, you know what? I just can't wait for a season 2 because they ended up with a cliffhanger. You know, not really, but there is a problem that Ahsoka and Sabine are facing that they don't really care. They can't really, you know, do that in like one season or one episode or one film. Like they need to get out of that. Like, you know, if you saw where they are, they need to escape a place, a planet, but they're stuck because they don't really know the way back home. And that really sucks, man. I want to see my girl, my baby girl, back in the normal galaxy, hanging out with some, I don't know, Wookiees or rebels or whatever, or Hera. But now she's stuck, man, on a planet with Sabine and Master Yuang and some turtle guys, man. But look, I can talk about her for hours because she's my baby girl. Just kidding. Like, bro, I'm so excited, so hyped, so happy with like everything that we got until this point about Ahsoka. Like, she's literally like female space Jesus, like female space Moses, whatever you want to call her. And she had like friends who also refer back to wolves from the Norwegian mythology, or like, you know, villains. I mean, Balin and Shinhati are not really villains, they're more like anti-heroes, whatever. Grand Admiral Thrawn got back into the normal Star Wars universe, so he's gonna screw up a bunch of stuff with the rebellion. Oh, it's gonna be great. And Grand Admiral Thrawn is played by some kind of Mickelson guy. Can't really remember his specific name. But, you know, it is really fantastic, man. Grand Admiral Thrawn. Oh, that guy is so chillingly epic and evil and such great strategist, which is really fun. And, you know, he has a bunch of dead zombie stormtroopers too, which, you know, fun. I mean, they're going to be like zombie stormtroopers eventually. With the Death Troopers, right? And Captain Enoch. Oh, such a cool guy. Like, you know, literally just inspired by Roman helmets and stuff like that. Like, Dave Filoni is just a guy who's like me, who loves every mythology on the planet and stuffs them together. Like, bro, I love Greek mythology, I love Roman mythology, I love Norwegian mythology, I love Egyptian, Japanese mythology. Like, there's so much you can do and so much you can actually, you know, plan in one series of Ahsoka. And whoa, bro, literally, I am so happy that we got this. Ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And yes, I am no Jedi, but look, hey, don't forget to like and subscribe. Alright, bye bye everyone.
We are no Jedi.
I started hearing whispers of Thrawn's return as heir to the Empire.